Hi everyone, I hope you had a wonderful holiday season and new year. It's early January still. It's getting cold again here. And I haven't done a video in a while. I figured I'd just sit and chat with you guys. I also want to open another box, so let's crack this guy open. Let's see if I can get this better on camera. But I hope y'all have been well. We've been busy, everybody's busy, and just life is crazy right now. But we're doing well for the most part, and looking forward to this year ahead and seeing what God has planned for all of us. We're still loving Kryptik, enjoying every minute of opening packs and talking about it with people and just having fun with the game and the lore. And I've been doing my best to try to read more of the lore and understand it better. For some reason I can't seem to open this box. Let's really destroy it. Okay, there's our box toppers. But I've been doing a bit with the lore. I went a little crazy and I've been playing with the cryptic text, which I absolutely love. It's just beautiful, beautiful text that they created. And I've started with the humans, kind of reading through their lore cards again and writing some notes down, just trying to see what I can learn and what I can maybe deduce from the bits and pieces that they've given us in the lore. Let's take these packs out. I want to do by pack art again. I want to open the Charlie packs today, and we'll do the others in different videos, hopefully. So the humans appear to be split up into at least two different categories: the Accord and the Dominion. The Dominion is Cormac and his father Aemon, who was the king, but Aemon kind of went a little crazy, is what it sounds like, and according to the lore card. And so Cormac usurped his own father and made himself king, but did not stop the practices of his father as far as basically kind of the king in Robin Hood, stealing from the poor to give to the rich type situation, but doing it on the pretense of helping the poor, which wasn't working so good. Now that Charlie is the overlord, it seems like she's doing quite the opposite. But I think there's blood on the hands of both factions, so we'll see how that plays out in future lore updates. But yeah, Charlie seems to be a fair leader. As we saw in the comic book, she borrowed some armor and took down the bad guys when nobody else could. And she led the recovery of the city, their burnt down city, and it was pretty incredible what she did, and people noticed her. But she did what she had to do, even though the thing with the borrowing the armor, I guess it kind of I don't know a whole lot about military life, even though I've been a military wife for many years now. But you borrow armor and fight in a battle because you love your people and you love your country, and you do what you can to be there and support and protect your loved ones. And yeah, her courage and bravery basically saved her people. when the king couldn't and when the king wouldn't. Her flavor text says, "A good leader does not divide and conquer. They shatter their enemies, not that which they cherish." So she's something else. She's a very, very strong woman. And one card in particular that we do not have lore for is Ophelia. And I'll just open this first pack first. I'm not going to do the pack trick. We have Khonsu, Eros, Adriel. Oh, look, it's, 3 humans to start. Moxie, Estrid, Zagan Lore, and Midnight Meander, Hollow Foil, Felicity, Coco, Nadar, and Electra. So Miss Ophelia, I'm gonna get her card out of our binder here. I should have done that before I started the video. No, her card intrigues me, and I think it's because this is not the riddle card, but this is the only card. We have this card in the riddle text. Let's see if I can find that real quick, and I'll show you from the riddle 66 box. That is the only card we have from that particular set. And I'm just like, what's with the dead girl? So in some of the other lore snippets, we know that she lives with Camilla and Gwen. And it also says on, I think it's Camilla's card, that Gwen and Ophelia are part of the Bardic Craig, which I guess is basically just kind of a not club, what's the word? Kind of just a fellowship of artists. So Gwen, we know, is a minstrel. Camilla is a hunter, and a very, very good hunter. She has provided food many times for the people. Where is that card? We have some of our special cards in a. There is she. Nope, that's the full art. We have the Patreon full art as well. We actually just got that recently. It's just beautiful. But her card and reading some of the lore again makes me wonder if these events happened at different times. That the cards happened at different times. So things happening on the cards. I can't even talk straight, guys. I'm sorry. It's probably too late for me to be doing this. But it makes me wonder if not only we know that the spells are different past, present, future events. So I have to wonder if it's the same with I can't find it. I'm sorry. I must have put it in a binder or something. Oh, there she is. There we go. She's in a top loader. Yep, she's the only card we have. I actually bought it for my husband on a Whatnot stream last year sometime, and I was really, really just grateful to get one card from that set. So we're really happy to own this. But it makes me wonder if, because in Camilla's lore, she's still alive. She lives with Ophelia and Gwen and Camilla and Flanagan, Camilla's brother, all live together somehow, I guess just for safety and camaraderie. And it also mentions on Camilla's lore that Gwen and Ophelia put up with Flanagan. And I'm sure Camilla does her best to keep him under control. I'm interested to see how his story plays out over time. I have a feeling he's going to be a formidable hunter himself someday once he grows up. If he grows up, we'll see. But yeah, she's beautiful. I would assume she's an artist of some sort. Possibly poetry. Her flavor text on her card. Where is it? What did I do with it? Yeah, see guys, I wrote everything down and I can't read my handwriting. There we go. Her flavor text: the poetry of life is frozen here. We float along, awaiting the thaw. Tears as stagnant as our souls. So, maybe she was a poet. Maybe she is a poet. The other thing I wonder about her is if she passed away somehow. We know people are going to die. We know that's been revealed by Tanner and by the Kryptik doc and others. We know that the people are going to die. There's Gwen. And I'm assuming that card is depicting her as being dead. Now my question is she part of the Nim Bone, if I'm pronouncing that right? Now, the Nim Bone, from what I can gather, is a combination of the two words. Nim, if you are familiar with The Secret of Nim, the animated movie from the 80s, one of my favorites when I was growing up. It was based, there she is, it was based on the Rats of Nim, which was based on an experiment done, Wu de Graka. Oh, and his lore card, very nice. Which was based on an experiment done in the 60s and 70s by Dr. John Calhoun. It's a fascinating and really disturbing experiment that was done, and the results of the experiment that he did on these rodents. And the experiment ended the same way every single time he did it. So Nim, I assume, refers to an experiment, which is, I assume, also refers to the experiment of Kryptik Island. The overseers, who we don't know a whole lot about, we don't know anything about them, except that they brought all of these factions and their biomes and their everything that they have to Kryptik Island. And so I'm wondering if let me go back. I'm sorry. So Nim, I'm pretty sure would mean experiment in this case. So Kryptik Island possibly being an experiment. We know that the citizens are judged at the end of 66 years of their particular 66 years on the island. If they make it, if they survive. I don't know what happens if they die before then. I'm not sure if there's an afterlife in the Kryptik verse. But Bone is based on the burial site Bone in Ireland. It's I think a ritual burial site there. And I haven't read a ton about it, but it's an ancient tomb there's 3 huge main burial mounds, and it has a lot of ritual significance. And we read about some of the characters like Astrid, who are delving into the Nim Bone, trying to learn things. So I'm wondering if Ophelia has become part of the Nim Bone. So is she floating along there, and is she able to communicate? Does she talk to people who come to the Nim Bone? I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'm wondering if she has become part of it somehow, floating along, able to sort of be there either as an example or communicate with the people who come there, the citizens who come there. Nothing's too spicy so far from these packs. So I apologize, guys. I'm kind of doing this off the top of my head. It's just things I've been thinking about with the lore and fascinated to learn more about it. And it's also possible she's just dead and somehow died and was killed for whatever reason, and or just passed away, drowned, and it was just floating along. But her flavor text, again, the poetry of life is frozen. Here we float along, awaiting the thaw, tears as stagnant as our souls. I don't know. It seems like there's something there with her floating. And there she is in foil. Beautiful. So she kind of fascinates me. I have a feeling there's a lot more to her than just the dead girl floating in the pond is what she looks like to me. So hopefully we will find out more. But we do know she was and could still be alive. I'm not sure. Maybe she's just looking like she's dead, playing dead. I don't know. But I assume she's gone. And if she's gone, you know, what happened to her? And could also be there is a mystic who is quite let's see if I can find her lore. I believe it's Azizi. Where are you, Mrs. Easy? Ah, there she is. A vicious and sadistic woman, the illusory domain Azizi has woven is a disorienting underwater forest. Finding pleasure in the distress of her prey, she enjoys their confused calls for help as they wake up within her lair and try to escape. Exemplary of the violent aspects of hedonism that arise from the indulgence of the Naiadine. Nobody can be sure of the number of threats to their secrets that have met their brutal end in her grasp. So there is a lot of water imagery with the mystics. So I wonder if that could be possibly how she met her demise. Again, if she met her demise. So anyway, that's just me rambling. I'm really enjoying this. I would love to continue to learn more about the lore. I know there's a lot more coming in the next set, Wicked Prophecy. So that'll be very cool. And I know they have a lot of surprises for us. As far as like good guys, bad guys, like I said with the humans, I think there's blood on the hands of everybody, but it seems like Charlie and the Accord are the more upright of the humans, more conscientious, just. However, they do have their bloodhounds and spies. So, and I think that's necessary for protection. Oops, Ophelia fell down. Which, I can't blame them for that. I'm going to go ahead and open a box topper too. Those are always fun. Hopefully we'll get something we don't have, which should be pretty easy because we don't have a lot of box toppers. One person in our community, I give him a lot of credit. He managed a full set of these guys. So, ooh, Vlad. Nice. I don't think we have him yet. Very cool. I'm happy with that. But yeah, so that's all I got. Just wanted to share with you and hear your thoughts, and maybe next time I'll come up with a script and not ramble like this. I apologize. But I hope y'all have been doing well. Another thing I've been having a little fun with, I am not an artist, but I love the cryptic text, and I'm really enjoying just doodling a little bit. That is Charlie, supposed to be Charlie in battle. I didn't want to replicate the cards exactly, but I wanted to at least doodle something, just something creative for me to do, which I don't do on a regular basis, and I need to for my own for my own sake, because I don't get to do that very often. I'm always busy working, dealing with eBay, taking care of the house and our family and our relatives and people nearby, and just working and doing all that stuff. So it's fun. It's nice to be able to sit and do this and chill and relax. So anyway, I hope y'all are well. I hope you're enjoying Kryptik. If you have not started collecting yet, please go check it out, kryptiktcg.com. The Discord is fantastic. Everybody there is really chill. We all have a good time together. We all cheer each other on when somebody's gotten a really good pull. It's just a wonderful community. So I really encourage you to check it out. It's a wonderful game. People are really loving the game, the gameplay. It's not something I can wrap my head around just yet, but it's well worth checking out if you're a gamer and want to try something different. I know there's a lot of people who've been a bit disillusioned with certain games lately, trading card games, and if you're looking for something different, check it out. It's well worth it. The guys who created this game have put their heart and soul and blood, sweat, and tears into this game, and they take care of the community. They take care of everybody. They are doing whatever they can to make this game and taking care of the community the best way they can. So it's admirable. They communicate with us. It's just fantastic. And there's always going to be bumps in the road wherever you go, whatever you do. But it's wonderful to see how they take care of everything and everybody. So God bless you guys. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging with me. Have a great day. Take care.